Good morning, collectors. It's Julian from BD Cosmos. I'm back. It's a new week of it's new in stock at the store. And I am very sorry I missed last week. I was not here Friday, Saturday, Sunday of last week, so I never had a chance to film. And this week, I've been mostly not here at the store. So it is Friday early morning, and I'm here and I'm filming now before I don't have chance. So, real quick, let's go through what's new this week. Ubel Blatt, Volume 3 to hardcover. I had never caught Volume 3 in any catalog, so I don't know when it was initially announced. I put it real quick on order, and I placed an order for 3 copies for try to get them on release. I'm about 2 weeks late, I believe, but Hachette still shipped me copies. Some people still had pre-ordered some copies, so I have 2 copies here, but 1, 2, and 3 are in stock. Captain America by Mark Grunwald, Volume 2 Omnibus. It is the DM cover that is not available. I only have DM covers. The main cover is reorderable. It is on back order on the website. So if you'd like to have a copy, feel free to place an order for that cover if that is your preference. It's just that every copy that I got for the main cover was damaged, and I still fulfilled I think I had 1 pre-order for the main, to be honest. So I fulfilled that one with a copy. It was not so bad because I know the customer's my old boss, and that's what the cover he wanted. I know he doesn't care about the damages, so I got him the least bad. He would rather have the book than not, so he kept it. He didn't even mention anything. He was happy to get the book, honestly. But the main cover is obviously reorderable, and so I have the DM in stock. Philip Kennedy Johnson's Warworld Superman Omnibus Volume 1, the most sold Superman Omnibus we've ever done with. So we have a few copies left, down to 5 at this time of filming. I am sure next couple of days, maybe in a week and a half, they'll probably all be gone. It is a fantastic story. I'm not a huge Superman guy, but this Warworld story in particular really took me. I actually read the single issues of it. Near the end, I felt it sort of kind of dragged. But that's not in Volume 1. That's going to be in Volume 2. Honestly, a really good time. Grant Morrison's not take, but add-on of the Superman and the Authority miniseries really helps to complete the story. I really appreciated that. But yeah, this is a really good Superman story and highly recommended. Peter David's X Factor Volume 1 reprint, the main and the direct market cover. I'm pretty sure that's the case. And so I have 1 copy of each. I honestly thought this would sell better. Clearly, more people was able to pick up the Volume 1 back at the time. But yeah, both of these are now in stock. I have on Tuesday, I said I had no DMs. Then I reviewed all the DMs that were damaged. This one is... So I have a policy. If it's 95% good, I'll keep it. Because at one point, I can be extremely picky. So 95% good is... It's pretty near mint, you know? And so this is 95% good. Superman by Kurt Busiek, book 2. I have 1 copy here. King of Spies by Mark Miller. One of my favorite stories from Mark Miller is basically All Man Bond. If you haven't read it, it's really good. It only came out in 2023, and I wouldn't be surprised. And it's part of the Millerverse. I'm almost certain he was included in... Not crossover. What was it called? Big Time. I think that's what Big Game. I'm fairly certain it was included in Big Game, even though I'm not gonna say anything, but it's great story. Dark Gods, Mighty Thor Epic Collection, Volume 25, I believe. It is Heroes Return, first epic in epic form. Really happy. Is Silver Age Heroes Return. Very happy to see that. Spawn kills every Spawn. The finale of John Layman's series of Spawn Kills books. So these are fun little romps. I hope one day they'll do an oversized for all 3 volumes, because honestly, this didn't get the love it should have, but it's really good. I Hate Fairyland, Volume 8. I don't really stock Hate Fairyland other than the hardcovers, but I have noticed that when the new volume comes in, it's entirely possible I'll have a customer who will ask if I got it. And so I don't even think I have the other volumes of High Fairyland. Again, it's just the hardcovers I stock. Spider Society Enter the Spider-Verse. This was the sequel to the last Spider-Verse miniseries from Alex Segura, I believe, probably wrote it as well. So the Spider Society, The team up book, basically, it's not super expensive for all the material. I mean, it's cheaper than the cover price of the single issues. So 22.50 for like 6 issues, not even more. 1 to 4 was Spider-Man parts, and more parts of the Spider-Verse 1-4. So this is honestly, single issues would have been more expensive. I'm very surprised at that from Marvel. I'm do some manga. Cat Crazy, from Dark Horse, all sold really well as a manga for us. My Little Pony, the main omnibus volume 5 in stock. HD Killer reprint is a large format, like the Gunsmith Cats did here. Is this also Dark Horse? It is. No, it's 7 Seas. All right, so HD Killer, Gunsmith Cats volume 2. Proof Compendium. In this, I didn't have on Tuesday. I honestly didn't know we had received it. There were a bunch of. It was a complicated week, so there's a bunch of books that were left remaining in the back store that we didn't bring up to the front. So Proof Compendium is now in stock. What else we got here? Harley Quinn's new volume 1 from Elliot Callan, from Harley Quinn the ongoing series. Starts at issue 44 because Elliot started writing there. Mutant Nation, basically the complete collection of Mutant Nation. There was the continuation from the last volumes, TMNT Mutant Towns, Mutant Nation. Luana Vecchio's Doll Parts, A Lovesick Tale. So Lovesick is an erotica book from Luana Vecchio, a very gory erotica book. And so Doll Parts, I believe, is the prequel to that original story. Do we have anything else? Well, I've got the DC boxes, but I think that's it. Planet Tez also released this week. I was supposed to have extras. They were all good, but we just sold out. I have more copies of that coming in. Books for next week. Everything is in. No, that's not true. That's not true. I don't have everything in. I'm still waiting for a shipment of more copies of Fall of the House of X, Rise of Powers 10. There are 36 more copies on the way, something like that. And then I'm also waiting for more copies of Night's Send. I think it's Night's Send is the third book of the Nightfall trilogy. Those are, so I'm going to be adjusting inventory today on Friday. Soon as those copies, the copies will probably arrive later today, so I'll probably have to do it tomorrow. So I'll have more copies of everything available this weekend. So feel free to look at next week's books. The collection will be updated on Monday morning when I get into the store, start doing FOC. So but you can still just type in the book in the search bar and you'll be able to find them stock. FOC this weekend. It is Armor Wars Omnibus and Spirit Spider-Man Volume 2 Omnibus. Spirit Spider-Man Volume 1 sold way better post-release, let's be honest. It still sells today. I'll sell regular copies of Spirit Spider-Man Volume 1. So feel free to pre-order Spirit Spider-Man Volume 2. There are 2 covers. At the time of filming, I'm not ordering heavy. Pre-orders are okay, but no, not ordering heavy. But it is a Spider-Man book, so maybe I should. Like that Brand New Day last week. But if you missed out on Brand New Day on getting on pre-FOC to use rewards points, a lot of you use rewards points on Brand New Day Volume 2, the J. Scott Campbell cover. It's an iconic cover, everyone knows. I have ordered a total of something like 52 copies of that omnibus. Just that cover, just specifically the Brand New Day J. Scott Campbell cover. So if you're looking to get a Spirit Spider-Man DM cover and want to get it before the end of the weekend, feel free. And that Armor Wars as well. I'm going to be ordering relatively heavy for an Iron Man book. Armor Wars is a really good story, and I wouldn't be surprised that near release people will be like, oh, I should get this, and they're gonna figure out that they should have gotten the DM cover because it's a pretty sweet DM cover. So you shouldn't be worried too much. I will be ordering quite a few copies of Armor Wars. I just can't guarantee I'll have more of the release. That is the continuous problem of this weird business of growing in customers. I'm not gonna say that we're killing it and we're making huge millions of dollars. It's still a comic book store, and I have a lot more overhead now than I used to do. We're 9 employees now because I just need to have more people on staff to ship. Then again, my part-timers are on summer vacation. They're they're college students. And so those part-timers are doing more hours. Once September hits, my overhead will reduce because all the part-timers won't have extra hours I have to give them. So we'll see how that works out. for shipments. It's going really well this summer. I'm obviously very afraid what happens in September for all your books, because we've been shipping like pretty much on the Wednesdays, everything Tuesday, Wednesday, everything going out instead of Thursday, Friday, because we kept getting um, kept taking longer to ship. So I may need to hire someone else. We're up to 3 full-time employees. Do I need a 4 full-time employee? And that's not including me. I have like so Roxanne, Allison, and Marie-Lou, the 3 full-time employees, and I feel like I need someone dedicated for shipping on the weekdays. Well, I don't really need the weekdays. The problem is always Thursday, where there's nothing to do on Thursday. Yeah. Okay. That is it for me. I think that is all that we have to say. Speaking of Planet Tez, I have more coming. So if you have questions, comments, info at BD Cosmos to get the fastest response. She works Monday through Fridays. I try to respond on the weekends, but like I've mentioned on the Tuesday video, if you watched that, my boy's been sick. It's bronchitis, and it's bronchitis that he's had, and he's coughing pretty bad. He's on antibiotics now, so hopefully he'll get better the next couple of days, but it's gonna take a while because he just started a day and a half ago, and he's still really coughing middle of the night. He's like waking up coughing. It's real bad. It's poor boys, 2.5, that's it. Questions, comments, Info, BD Cosmos. Comment down below with the Facebook, since I'm sharing on the Facebook page. That's me who is responding. If you're commenting in the YouTube video, that'll be Marilou, but it might be me. Who knows? And then Roxanne as well can answer. She's totally capable. August catalogs. So I have to start creating them this weekend. Usually I get them done. I start working on like on the Wednesday or Thursday. I've noticed in cycles past, when I start doing it too early, the data's wrong, like really bad. And so it causes a ton of issues, especially like last month's books that were created back in December, and then they released like in early July, late June, and it was creating duplicates when I'm receiving them. It's really bad. It's very frustrating. So I get that people want to pre-order and want to lock their things in as soon as possible, and I totally respect that. But it's just a lack of time, but I will try to. I'm going to honestly start this weekend, so you can check up on the website for the August catalogs for graphic novels. And as always, I start with the Penguin Random House, which is Boom, Dark Horse, IDW, Marvel, and some DC. I say some DC because for some reason the direct market, at this point Lunar and Universal, have data on books that Penguin just, for some reason, DC didn't tell them that's part of your catalog for that month, and it's very frustrating because they add them later on. And it's also very weird because, like, I can get the Penguin Random House has their FOC for DC just like the first, I think it's the first Monday of the month. They just do everything, and then you can space them out for the direct market, because obviously the book market orders more than the direct market. The difference is they just do one printing, and also since they printed Montreal at Transcontinental, Greater Montreal, they have they need those print numbers earlier, sort of earlier than the direct market, because they're printing a lot. The lead time is smaller than the Marvel ones because they're printing in China or Turkey. DC prints them in Montreal. They have like 4-month turnaround. It also means that DC's doesn't have books pre-orders that are as far as February like Marvel does. It's a quite interesting process. But yeah, so DC, I may be missing books when I create them. Feel free to let me know. I was like, Julian, you're missing this, and why is it not out for pre-order? It's just because it's on the direct market catalog, and I don't look at it anymore for the graphic novels. I just ignore it. Speaking of catalog, I just realized this morning at the time of filming that the July catalog said May catalog. So yeah, if you see a bug on the website that's like that, feel free to message me. And Jillian, I don't think Colossal Tomb Raider 2 is a part of the May catalog. I'm like, oh yeah. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.